guys, today we are going to be making... Ignore that. Hey guys, today we are going to be making homemade mayonnaise. The key to getting a good mayonnaise is to getting the egg yolk and the oil to emulsify. In order to get a good emulsifying, we are going to be using an immersion blender. Our ingredients that we will be using today is a tablespoon of white distilled vinegar, tablespoon of Dijon mustard, salt and pepper to taste, oil of your choice, and an egg. A general rule of thumb for the egg is for every egg you would use 1 cup of oil. We don't really measure out our oil anymore, so we just pour in our oil until our mayonnaise has the consistency that we would like. Our mayonnaise has the consistency I can't say it. Until our mayonnaise is as thick as we would like.
Now, before you get started, you have become the house mayonnaise expert.
Yeah.
And you make all kinds of stuff. You want to tell some people some different flavors and stuff that they can try? Well, they can try any flavor. They can do anything they wanted, but what are some things that you have done?
I have made dill mayonnaise just by adding a lot of dill into a regular batch of mayonnaise. And I have also made spicy mayonnaise by adding things like hot sauce and red pepper flakes and spicy Cajun seasonings. And then I also made smoky mayonnaise by adding smoked vinegar. Okay, so you want to add your oil last. So I normally add my egg and then my mustard and vinegar, and then I add my salt and pepper, and I mix that all up before I start to add in my...
We also put garlic in here sometimes.
Sometimes. And by we, you mean me. Because I'm the one that makes the
I do still make the mayonnaise because I've asked you before and you have failed to do it. So.
Don't listen to him. That's not true. I can do it eventually when I have time. Okay, so now that that's all mixed up, we are going to add our oil. Vegetable oil is the only oil that we have, but you may use any oil of your choice. We also realize that vegetable oil is probably the least healthiest option for you. So, normally, depending on what you want to do, you could measure out 1 cup of oil, but we just pour it in. If you pour in your oil too fast, then it will just stay a liquid. It won't solidify up. It won't emulsify. So you want to make sure that you pour it in kind of slow. That way it can have time to go ahead and emulsify with the egg yolk. So I'll just stop like maybe halfway through when I think it might be done to check on it. Just to see how it's looking. I might clean out the blender to help get everything mixed out. And if I think that it needs more oil, I'll give it more oil. And then when we do our taste test, if I think that needs more vinegar or mustard, I'll add more of that. If I think that there's too much of an ingredient, like maybe too much mustard or too much vinegar, I will use the other ingredient to help kind of drown that out. So if it was too much mustard, I would use, I would put in some more vinegar. If it was too much vinegar, I'd put in some more mustard, things like that.
How's this looking to you? Is this looking too thick? Or no, it can't be too thick, but thick or thin?
It's looking pretty thick.
Would you call this done?
Yeah. It's not moving.
It's not moving. Tip the jar upside down. Yep. Oh, it did come out.
It did start to move. So maybe more oil. So I think a pint could hold 1.5, drawing blank on the word.
Right, but also if you were to do a double batch, with this immersion blender in there, it won't fit in a pint jar.
Right. So a pint jar holds about 1.5 batches. And a quart jar holds 3 batches, and so on.
Also known as a triple batch.
Yeah. So we're kind of just cleaning off this a little bit.
That's Mom's homemade bread right there.
It's
will put a link up there for it. Okay, let's see it.
Jar does get messy at the beginning. It's moving, but very slowly.
Very good. Let me see it on the spoon or on the
Spatula thingy.
That is some nice thick mayonnaise. That's not going to turn your bread soggy. Good
Now
job,
taste
darling.
test.
Oh, taste test. Yep. I don't know what kid gets a knife out to taste test something. And this is the one kid that would probably, I thought she was going to put it in her mouth. This is the one kid that would probably actually cut her lip with a butter knife.
Yeah, why would I? I'm constantly telling other people not to eat off knives. Why would I do that?
That's really good. I feel like it's kind of thin, but still really good. That's not doing anything, you know that, right?
It could be. You never know.
I do know.
Wait, are you videoing?
Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready.
Cut!
Hey, Faith.
Yeah.
I got a pop quiz for you.
Okay.
What if you pour that oil in too fast and it doesn't thicken up, it doesn't emulsify, and it just stays liquidy? What do? Pop quiz.
That I did not study for.
So when it's liquidy, it's basically stayed what?
It's basically the oil.
So what could you do with that oil?
You can add like more egg to it and then mix it up.
You're on the right track. Our friend Melanie at Road to the Farm, she had a video come out kind of about the time that we put out the duck egg video last time. Actually, our last mayonnaise video was duckanaise. But you can, if it stays too runny, it stays oily because you poured it in too fast, it didn't emulsify, you can take that, instead of throwing that out, you can take that and slowly add it into a new egg and get that mixture to emulsify with an egg. So you're basically using what you would normally throw away, basically using that as your oil. To use that throw out part as your oil.
Hey guys, thank you for sticking around watching the entire video. I hope that you enjoy making the mayonnaise as much as I did, and I hope you like it. Other people might use different things than a immersion blender. Some people might use an actual blender or even a food processor to make their mayonnaise. Just use whatever works for you. Thank you for watching. So we have another mayonnaise video. The link is right here if you would like to watch it. It's called Duckanaise, and we use duck eggs, but we don't follow that recipe anymore. Why are you so mean to me? Are you recording?
Yep.